Hey everybody, it's Tim. Once again, this is not a video of Easter eggs in movies or the top 10 things you missed. This is simply what I saw when I saw Rocky. The 1976 movie Rocky, as well as the character of Rocky Balboa, has been satirized, sequelized, and commercialized to such a point that I think we might forget that Rocky won the Academy Award for Best Picture in 1977, beating out Taxi Driver, Network, and All the President's Men. Director John Avildsen also won the Academy Award for Best Director. Sylvester Stallone was nominated for Best Actor and Best Original Screenplay. Talia Shire and Burt Young were nominated for Best Supporting Actor, and the song Gonna Fly Now by Bill Conti, who is from my native state of Rhode Island, was nominated for Best Original Song. In this video, I want to take a closer look at what I think is the best scene in Rocky, from the perspective of writing, character, and direction. I'm referring to the scene near the end of the movie, right before the climactic fight between Rocky Balboa and Apollo Creed. So let's set it up. It's late. Adrian is asleep, and Rocky leaves his bed at night to go out for a walk in the streets of Philadelphia. He ends up at the arena where the forthcoming fight between him and Apollo will take place. The fight promoter is there, and Rocky tells him that the poster is wrong. The picture has Rocky wearing the wrong color trunks. It should be red stripes on white trunks, not the other way around. The promoter, almost chuckling at Rocky's naivete, tells him that it really doesn't matter. Clearly, the promoter thinks Rocky is going to lose, which is a safe assumption. And so, Rocky goes home. Now, before we go any further, something about this scene has always struck me as a little odd. While it's true that Rocky is one of the fighters, how does he get inside the arena this late at night? And why is the promoter there when no one else is? What time is it? I submit that this scene may be taking place in Rocky's mind. We don't see Rocky walking to the arena. Rocky leaves his apartment, and suddenly, there he is in the arena, like in a dream. Bear in mind that in the sequel, Rocky drives his car to the arena. So, has he walked all this way? The promoter appears, and he tells Rocky, as if part of Rocky's own psyche is speaking to him about the upcoming fight, it doesn't really matter, does it? Now, I don't know what Sylvester Stallone, who wrote this scene, or John Avildsen, who directed it, had in mind, but I like the fact that the movie doesn't tell you definitively, one way or the other, if this scene is real or not. But that scene isn't what this video's about. Let's find Rocky back at his apartment. Again, we don't see him walking back. He just comes through the door and sits on the bed. Now, in many movies, the hero or heroine may have a moment of doubt before the climactic showdown. They may say, "This might not work," or "I've got a bad feeling about this." But I'm hard-pressed to think of a movie in which our hero says, "I can't do it." To my mind, that is a gutsy thing to have the hero say, "I can't do it." Notice that Rocky is sitting on the edge of his bed, not unlike how we will soon be sitting on the edge of our seats, watching him fight. The character, Rocky Balboa, is an Italian-American Catholic. Look at the fabric behind him, the crisscross hatching pattern. That looks very much to me like the screen of a confessional booth. It is dark, like the inside of a confessional booth, and there, for the first time in the movie, Rocky bares his soul. Rocky is facing us. It's almost as if we, the viewers, have been watching this character for 90 minutes. We've watched him struggle and train and get ready for the opportunity of a lifetime, and now he sits and has a confession to make to us. I can't do it. Rocky knows that as an amateur, he cannot beat the heavyweight champion of the world. Then Adrian asks him, "What are you going to do?" And in a brilliant piece of blocking, Rocky slowly, wordlessly lowers himself onto the bed. This gesture could be an answer to Adrian's question. What is Rocky going to do? Well, maybe he'll sleep on it. Or he might just lay down, which in boxing means throwing the fight, submitting to your opponent, losing intentionally, either because you secretly agreed to do so as part of a betting situation, or you just don't want to get killed. In Rocky II, in the rematch fight, Apollo taunts Rocky and asks him if he's going to lay down. Apollo Creed is expecting to win this fight. He thinks he'll win it handily, probably in the first couple of rounds, certainly by round 3. In fact, Apollo may not even consider this a fight. Remember, his trainer says he doesn't know it's a damn show. He thinks it's a damn fight. And when Rocky is in the arena and meets the promoter does not tell Rocky, "I know it'll be a great fight." He tells Rocky, "I know you'll give us a good show." We don't know what Apollo thinks headed into this fight. He may think that Rocky, this bum, this amateur, may try to win and may even try to knock him out. But Apollo surely thinks Rocky won't interfere with Apollo's objectives, which are show up, look fabulous, put on a show for the people, dispose of this bum in the first few rounds, and make money. Easy. Apollo is not prepared. He doesn't even consider the possibility that his opponent has an entirely different objective. Judging from what Rocky says, he doesn't want recognition. "I was nobody before," he tells Adrian, "and I'll be a nobody afterward." Rocky doesn't talk about wanting money or glory or endorsements, and he tells himself he cannot beat Apollo. In this bedroom scene, Rocky lets us in on his real plan. What he wants to do is last all 15 rounds, to go the distance with Apollo. If he does that, Rocky says, holding back the tears, "I'll know for the first time in my life, see, that I'm not just another bum from the neighborhood." Again, I don't know how many other tough guy heroes in the movies talk about their grand plan while choking on tears. Apollo Creed is successful. He's admired. And by all appearances, he is a long way from his own humble beginnings, when he may have felt the same way that Rocky does. Apollo doesn't know his opponent. Apollo is strong, but he's unprepared. He's not unprepared to box, but he is unprepared for this particular opponent with this particular objective. Apollo expects to win, and he expects Rocky to lose. Rocky knows he can't win. He expects to lose, but he just wants to last. To me, this scene, in which Rocky articulates his objective in going the distance and his motivation for doing so, that it's not about the money or the glory, but instead is to prove something to himself. This is the moment when Rocky wins the fight. We all know what happens. Rocky doesn't get the decision, but he wins in another way. When you are in a conflict or a contest with another person, the assumption is that you'll both seek the same goal, the same prize. Rocky realizes, consciously or unconsciously, that one way to win is to choose a different goal, one that his opponent may not expect or even comprehend. Now, that is not only good storytelling, that's a fair strategy in life. I love this scene for how vulnerable the character Rocky is. It is no small thing to realize that you cannot win in a conflict or a contest. And instead of just giving up, Rocky finds a way to win in a way that matters to only one person, himself. That is a champion. Thanks very much for watching this video, and please check out the other videos on my YouTube channel where I look at movies.